Welcome to day 4 of our January challenge 2023, and you'll be pleased to see we just have 4 bars for you today. We're about to do the start of the chorus, okay? Lovely shapes in the left hand. I'm going to teach you that section first, okay? So the left hand starts with octave and a fifth, so aim with your thumb onto middle C, open up the octave and the fifth, so C, G, C. Okay, even though it's starting with this note, try not to go boof, 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 but open up like this. So we have C, G, C. Then we're back to that thumb on the C. In fact, for this whole section we are. And this time it's E, G, C. So either side of the black, but again, opening it up, letting them fall onto there. Okay, then back to an octave, but this time it's an octave and a sixth, so it's an A in the middle. Okay, a little bit more awkward to play. If it's impossible to place for your hand, you can place the bottom 2, and as soon as you've played that C, get your thumb on there. If you can place it all, try and do that aim of aiming from the thumb. And then the fourth one in this pattern is back to the C, G, C. And then it just oscillates between those two. So we have C, A, C, C, G, C, C, A, C, C, G, C. Okay, so only 3 shapes in total. The C, G, C at the beginning, the E, G, C instead of having the C at the bottom, and the C, A, C. And then we just oscillate between that. Sometimes it's finger too close to the C, sometimes it's further away. Okay, nice. All right. Now, the right hand, just before today's learning, we've just done this glissando up. Personally, I like to, rather than it just sort of being a random glissando that goes nowhere, I always like glissandos to have an ending. So I'm sort of thinking of it landing on the C at the beginning of this bar. It's not written like that. So you can just do a random glissando and then get onto these notes as written, but I quite like heading to that. Okay. You could also delay it and try and have it on where the C's meant to land, but I don't think that's going to be very easy or comfortable to do. Right hand here is playing C, E, C, D, E, F, E, G with an additional note under the F. So we're going to play 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm going to come off there, it's a nice long note, and move my hand, finger 2 on the E, thumb on the F, and then open up my third to the A. And then I'm actually going to quite comfortably bring my thumb down one to the E and my third finger down one to the G. So it's actually just moving down a note in both hands, and play the E and then down to the G. There's actually plenty of time for that. So if we put that together from the beginning of this section, we're going to play da dee da dum. So here's our count in, which will be 4 and 1. Okay, 4 and 1. And. Okay, now that time actually, as I got into the feel of it, I didn't really place that last G. I just went, played my thumb, and then did a third finger on the G. So the same fingers that I suggested, with less of the worry of trying to place it ahead of time. Okay, now that da da dum is going to come back again, just with a lead in of a C instead. So the C, this is at the end of bar 22, and thumb on the F. Same thing again and again. Okay. The note at the end of that bar, we won't worry about that today. That's going to take us into our next phrase. So let's put that together. C, E, C, D. Ready? Same count of 4 and 1, and then we're coming in. Ready? 4 and 1. 3, 4. 3, 4. Well done. Good. Okay. We put the left underneath that. It also helps us with our timing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the right hand's coming in on the ands in between, and Okay, so we'll give that a go, hands together. I'll take it a bit slower, just while you get your head around it, okay? If in doubt, just do the left or just do the right. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's just pause there a moment, okay? Just so you can get comfortable with that feel, okay? Let's just do that again. Now that we've done it once, it won't feel quite so strange. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. And if you feel confident, I'd like to join in with a glissando leading into it, just to see how that transition works, okay? So the count will be 2 and 3 and glissando and. Okay, just give it a go, see how you do. So the right hand's going to start from beat 4 of the previous bar with a glissando. See how we do. So left hand, I'm just going to have the C on for the moment, and then I'll come into that space in a moment. 2 and 3 and glissando. Now you get what I'm saying. Let's try that again. Glissando into the tune, okay? You can try and aim for the C, or you can just let it be a glissando and then just let that land and join in. See how you feel. Okay. 2 and 3 and. Let's keep going now. So, a few bits to think about today. We've got to think about that slightly different coordination. We've been used to the left hand having a bit more space. It's a little bit busier. So about that, sort of keeping it going, and the right hand carrying on its melody, interweaving between that, and then trying to get in via that gliss. So join me on the play along video. We'll do it at a few different speeds, but we'll also work on that playing into it. Okay, keep it up. You're doing great.